So I did an episode talking about Black Myth Wukong, is it called? Something like that. And this game has blew the fuck up. Wow, oh wow. Now, I was talking about the controversy it was in with the Western game journalism and stuff like that, which were pretty much scrutinizing it for multiple things, which actually were very funny, to be honest with you. Why on earth they were scrutinizing it? However, it seems like, no one paid an absolute attention to what exactly was going on there, and I'm glad. I'm glad games like that. I find people don't really care about the journalism. In my opinion, I don't think you should take. I think you should take every single bit. Half. Let's be honest. Half the gamers don't even actually look. Maybe more than half the gamers don't even actually pay attention to game journalists because, they just look at a game, and if they like the look of it, they like the little trailer, they like this and that, they're going to make their judgment, they're going to make their call by doing that. They're not going to bother about watching and looking at different types of shit like this, because I feel like start looking at game journalists, they always have this, it always seems like they have the same opinion. I don't know, it almost feels like it's the same person every time. That's just reviewing these games. It's always the same garbage they say, and then they mention diversity about this game. Now, I haven't played this game or seen much gameplay, but I think you play as the actual guy or the person in the actual cover. Is it a monkey or something like that? Now, I haven't played. I've seen very little gameplay, but from what I understand, it kind of felt or looked a little bit like Elden Ring. Somewhere around there. Or maybe on the same path as Elden, which is good. Hey, I'm not shaming that. It being like that. That's a cool thing. But yeah, a lot of people are actually liking this. In fact, this game blew up a lot more than I thought it would. In fact, it's that popular, it might end up being the most popular game on Steam. Even overtaking the most popular game, the one with the highest concurrent players, PUBG. And that was about 6 years ago now. I think when that happened, when a bunch of people. This is when the height of PUBG was on. A bunch of people were playing it. Now this is very shocking, to be honest. I don't know. I don't know if it's very shocking. But it's very cool to see. Now, a lot of people, I don't know how many of these people are actually a specific type of players, what demographic of these players are from China or from this country or that country. There are currently now 2.1 million players, concurrent players on this game, which is actually fucking incredible. That is very shocking, and it's very good to see. It's kind of a laugh in the media's face. It is number one on the top selling on Steam. The positive reviews outweigh the negative reviews. It's almost 72,000 positive reviews and nearly 2,500 negative reviews. That is incredible to see. This game, it looks like people are very positive about it. And it's a bit of a laugh in sort of journalism's face. They try to, I don't know if they were trying to cancel it or something like that, but it's just a bit of a laugh, in my opinion, to them. I think games like this, there are games that blow up. Now, I don't know why this is blowing up, but I have to give it a try. I think it's on PlayStation as well, so I might actually give this one a try. But from the little gameplay I have seen, it looks pretty good. Like it looks really good. Wow, almost 2 million players within a day, maybe. That's a really good. That's a really good. I think it launched yesterday. Actually, no. Did it launch today? I think it launched today. I think today. Um, that's an incredible thing to see. Yeah, no, it launched. It launched. Sorry, it launched today. It launched 11 hours ago. In 11 hours, they've had 2.1 million players. That is a fucking achievement. I don't even think Elden Ring topped that. To be honest, I don't. Yeah, I don't even think Elden Ring topped that at that highness. It is obviously one of the most popular games on Steam right now. Even overtaking the likes of CS:GO, which is probably one of the most popular games at any given time on Steam. That is currently at 1.2 million concurrent players. Heck, it's actually it's overtaken CS:GO at 1.8 million. I'm still kind of trying to understand why on earth CS:GO has a lot less concurrent players than that, considering it's free. But hey, it's taking over the likes, and I'm sure it's again going to take over the likes of PUBG, one of the highest, I think, concurrent games on Steam. Which, if it does that, that's going to be a pretty big shocker. But yeah, it's overtaken Elden Ring. This is a great thing. This again, it's going to be a laugh in them journalists' faces. Haha. You try to sort of cancel a game, which again, I don't know if they try to cancel it, but again, like I said, I don't think that many people actually care about gaming journalists, to be honest with you. And the people who maybe do care about gaming journalists spend most of their time actually on the internet just researching games instead of actually just maybe, I don't know, watching a few YouTube tutorials or watching a few walkthroughs. And so that's the best thing if you want to buy a game. Just watch a walkthrough. Just watch, I don't know, the first 10 minutes or so of the game and make your mind up then, or flick through a walkthrough on YouTube if you in the market for that game. That's I'd say the best way, but listening to a bunch of gaming journalists is probably not the thing you want to do, because I feel like it's poor. Now this game, wow, okay, I'm looking at gameplay and that looks fucking impressive. It looks a bit. I think the best way to sort of describe it, no. You know what? I was wrong. It isn't Elden Ring. It's more Ghost of Tsushima type of. I guess comparing the gameplay, it looks like wow. That is incredible. Wow. That is impressive. It's like a combat style game. Opening fight sequence is absolute cinema. Wow. You know what? Black Myth. Okay, so this is Black Myth. It has quickly shot up top 10 most played game of all time. Again, it deserves it. It looks like a really good game. People underestimate the amount of men with Steam accounts that do not care about cancel culture. You know why? I look at cancel culture within the gaming thing. I don't really look at the diversity, and I don't really care about what someone has to say. Like, if you play a game and you care that much about the diversity and the inclusive, again, into things like that, maybe you got something wrong with you, I don't know, but why do you care? It's a game after all. It's a game. I don't even think it's supposed to include, like, races or humans in that, from what I've seen on the gameplay. It looks like a really fun-ass game, and there's the physical edition as well. It looks like that's the Ultimate Edition or something like that, which again looks really cool. But yeah, this is a good thing. It's beating Palworld. Yeah, it's beaten Palworld. Sorry, Palworld's peak was 2.1 million and it's now heading towards I think the highest concurrent players again. Like I said, Player Unknown Battlegrounds, I think I hit that about 6 years ago. Then again, concurrently, Player Unknown Battlegrounds is still actually got 500,000 players, which for a game that a lot of people thought would die out is very impressive. Although it's probably because it's free to play now. But then again, that 3.2 million player count, or that concurrent player, was actually when the game was paid. But however, this is, I'm sure they're making absolute bank from that. I'm sure they're making a hell of a lot of money. If there are 2.1 concurrent player, then again, we're not factoring in the people who've bought this shit on PlayStation as well. I'm going to say at least a good 10 million people are playing this right now. Well, actually, no, maybe 5 million, if we include. Hard to really tell on console, though. But I'm going to say a good chunk of people, I'm going to say well over 5 million. 10 million might be a bit of a stretch, but well over 5 million people are playing this game right now. And it's quite clear a lot of them don't care about the cancel culture and what these journalists seem to be doing most of the time, which makes me happy, to be honest, because fuck the journalists. I don't understand why we really care or listen to a lot of these journalists and what their opinions. It seems like a lot of them just think they know what they're talking about, but in reality, they just don't. But then again, a lot of people just wanted to play the game, and it looks like they've got their hands on this too, which is a good thing. But yeah, has surpassed Pal World. Wow. So what is Baldur's Gate? Their all-time peak was 800,000. It surpassed Dota. Okay, wow. It surpassed Dota. It surpassed Counter-Strike. It's on its projection to become probably one of the most all-time peak games ever, beating Cyberpunk, beating Elden Ring, beating Banana, New World, Hogwarts Legacy. Wow, that's an achievement. Shattered records within hours of launch and placed it uncomfortably in the top 10 most concurrent played games of all time on Steam. That's good. That's Blood has already become the most. Bloodmit is about to achieve the impossible, reaching the same peak player count as Dota. It's incredibly insane for a single player game. Yeah, the whole Bloodmit through strategy of silence has failed. The Sweet Baby Inc. Accept the money and take your game and make your game diversity bigot. Yeah. Your game doesn't have enough diversity. It'll crumble. No, I think it just shows you that people who say diversity makes or breaks a game are the same type of people who are just chronically fucking online. You've got something wrong with you if that's all you live up to. You've got something seriously wrong with you. Holy shit, you have. Yeah, very concerning. But again, gaming journalists once again proving that why we don't really need them, and why their opinion on, the political side of games and stuff like that probably shouldn't just shut the fuck up, unless the game is heavily depicting politics or a political history or something like that. Fair enough, but but diversity, it doesn't have enough diversity. Who cares? Who cares? As long as the game's good, as long as it's not making fun of someone's culture. Who really cares about the diversity? This is it. 1 million. Yeah, it's an incredible feature. Female characters like Spider Lady. Yes, they exist in the game, but they're both beautiful. Danger doesn't count, so they don't count for journalism. It's already the 6th largest, a great victory for a based game, despite all the Western press trying to smear the studio. Yeah, that's that. I see. I'm glad they've gotten past that press. Obviously, IGN will now start sucking the fuck out of it. Like, oh well, this game's actually pretty good. Even though a day before launch, or actually, day before launch, they were just shitting on that game like crazy. So it's not really a surprise, but I'm glad to see it is ranking up. Heck, it's probably going to be on its way. In fact, I'd say in a few hours. That's crazy. Within I think in 11 hours. In 11 hours since launch, sure, that's like a Guinness World Record right there. I don't know if that would be classed as one, but that is an incredible victory for the developers and a incredible loss for gaming journalism. Oh wow! I don't think they've ever won gaming journalists, and if they have, then well, that'd be a very rare occurrence. But yeah, problematic and controversial Asian game, Black Myth versus the combined might of the modern audience. Wow. Yeah. I think they were Sweet Baby Inc. games. But yeah, the reviews to this game as well. Should we let's read some of these reviews off, because I think that's what you kind of want to see. And the reviews for this game are 96% positive, which for a Steam game, that is really good to see. That's what you really want. If you don't see something like that, let's see some of the reviews. Dear the first boss, which is the one in the trailer, the White Wolf. Beat the first boss. Beat the first boss, which is the one in the White Wolf. I have to say, so far, enjoying the game. It's basically a Chinese. Chinese God of War, and the Jedi Fallen series. Unlike those games, it has some Soulsborne. Yeah, I thought it was like Soulsborne, a bit of Soulsborne. It's like if they put a Chinese company made Soulsborne, put Soulsborne, God of War, and stuff like that, crumpled them all into one game, you'd probably get something like this. If you enjoyed God of War 2018 and the Jedi Fallen Order / Survivor, then you will definitely enjoy this. Personally, found this to be a bit more fun. Visually stunning, despite saying better on a controller. I actually like the gameplay on my mouse and keyboard. I'm not usually into this type of genre often, but I very much enjoying the story and especially the visuals. Yeah, apparently this game had a lot of optimization issues, according to journalists. Now, I don't see a lot of people crying about them. I want to look at some negative reviews and see what some of the negative reviews say, but let's have a look at some of the others. Reject modernity, embrace monkey. Prologue happened after the story. Okay, this it's just explaining the story. Okay, I'm not going to read through that. Solution to slow unpacking. Okay, that's just amazing. That guy received it for. We got a pre-release review. Okay, so far. Okay, so yeah, a lot of these. Let's look at some negative reviews. I kind of want to see what a lot of people are. Well, there's very little negative reviews. I think there's like 2,000 negative, which is really impressive. Very impressive. That's what you want to see. But let's have there's 3,000. There's all current. There's 98,000 reviews, nearly 100,000 reviews. Positive 95,000 reviews. Negative 3,000. That right there is all you need to know. Heck, fuck it, buy the game. Don't listen to any journalism or anything like that. Look at the Steam reviews. If the Steam reviews are like that, the game must be And we're talking about PC gamers here. They don't take a lot of shit. That's how you know something's good, because it's PC gamers. That's how you know if you see a Steam reviews like that. That's how you know a PC game is incredible. if you see the reviews like that and they're so good like that, that means that's 100% proof that that game is good. If you see reviews like that, there are an incredible amount more reviews like that than they are, people saying it. But let's get into some negative reviews, because I do like doing that. Okay. Okay. It looks like a lot of the people who are negative reviewing the game are Chinese players. I don't think I can actually translate this at all. No, I can't, unfortunately. But yeah, it looks like I mean, most. I'm gonna guess majority of the player base are probably Chinese players. I don't know if Steam is actually allowed out in China. I think it is. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. That's a really good thing. That's a great thing to hear. Chinese players coming on and playing this through Steam. I see a few people having problems with that, but again, the reviews, they don't lie. Again, it looks incredible. like that guy best said it. It's a Chinese God of War, which God of War is an incredible game, and well, from the looks of just seeing a bit of this, it looks pretty fucking good. It's like an Elden Ring God of War type thing, Ghost of Tsushima as well, type of game. And again, it's quite clear a lot of people like this genre of games, these action RPG sort of games, like Soulsborne-esque type games as well. And you know what? The player count doesn't lie. And, well, again, having 96% overwhelmingly positive reviews is a huge flex, a big flex. And especially to Western journalism, that is a big kick in the face. Because, well, a lot of people really seem to want this game. Well, sorry, Western journalism wanted this game to die or not perform well. But it looks like it's done the opposite, and it's performed very well. Very well. So yeah, there's a lot of people are happy on Twitter. They'll say, that's crazy. Only within 11 hours, Western gaming journalists went a large based on ancient Chinese mythology doesn't feature a pansexual, gender-fluid woman of color. Wow. Yeah, this game isn't on Xbox, which is a shame, I guess. It seems to be just PC and PlayStation. I think it's PlayStation 5 only. I don't know if it's on PS4. It's a shame that, but hey, it's an obvious one that the Xbox console was going to be left in the dust with this one. And it's a time when we start to realize maybe it's becoming close to the end of the Xbox life cycle. Who knows? But yeah, if you want to learn a valuable lesson, don't listen to gaming journalism. And if you don't listen to gaming journalism, good. And if you do, I don't know what to say to you. To be honest with you, and maybe I don't know. Look at Steam reviews or look at reviews of games instead of actually just listening to someone who gives some half-assed opinion. And in fact, most of the time, probably doesn't even play the game or can't even play the game and just, well, voices their frustration at the fact that they can't play the game and by calling the game trash. So yeah, if you want to realize how good a game is, look at the Steam reviews. If it's got a really, if there's 10 times more positive reviews than there is negative reviews, it means the game's good. So don't listen to journalism. Lesson learned for a lot of people.